-6 minus 2. If we put ourselves in that analogy of good guys, bad guys, now I need to take away 2 good guys. But we can't. My advice, and what the PBS video also told us, was subtraction is not real. It's a manipulation. This is really -6. Right in between there, because as they said in the video, circle all your terms and the symbol in front of them, and then put addition between any of them that don't have addition. So this is really plus -2, because taking away good guys would be the same thing as adding in bad guys. So that minus a 2 actually takes us more negative. You can also think of it on a number line if I'm at -6 and I'm told to go down 2 more. -8. Any other questions from 3, 2, 1? Mallory? There's no one there and we try to take away 4 good guys. We can't. So really, 4 bad guys show up. Yeah, so it's -4. You can also think number line if I start at 0 and I go down by 4, where am I? Other questions? I still wait a couple people to like, wait, hold on, wait. No. All right, let's look at 3, 2, 2. The questions in here we were going to talk about were 39 and 40. So I'm going to have us skip on over here. If you are fairly confident with the work from 3, 2, 1, you do not have to like finish and do every question from there. It's okay. Like that's part of us moving at an accelerated pace. So if, and this is why I told you guys to skip 36 in your homework or whatever problem it was. Yeah, I had it written over there, but on the screen I told you to skip it. We have not gotten out the integer tiles because it takes a while, and I don't think we really need to. But if you put 10 minus tiles on our table, that would represent -10, or like 2 groups of -5, or however you want to break it up. Gentlemen, join me. Thank you. 7th grade behavior. So if we wanted to write sequences of steps to end up with -4, we could do that like a million different ways, right? We could add in positives that bring us up from the -10. We could take away negatives that would bring us up. So what we really were wanted to do here, and what we should do right now, is just write a couple expressions. And I like to put my negatives in parentheses, especially if it's the first thing. What would get us to -4? So one real easy thing to do would be bring in 6 good guys, right? Because they could take out 6 of the bad guys, and we get left with 4 of the bad guys. Likewise, you probably want to write down a couple of these just so you have examples in your notes. If we take away bad guys, I'll go up, right? So how many bad guys do I need to take away? Same amount as the good guys that I had brought in. If I take away 6 of the bad guys, I end up at -4. We could also make this more complicated. Start with -10. We then take away 2 of the bad guys, but also at the same time, 4 good guys show up. We took away 2 of the bad guys, and this is only -8. 4 of the good guys take out 4 of the bad guys, and we get -4. So there, and now we could keep doing this all day long. Literally, there are infinitely many ways that we could do this. Santi, will you tell your group as they're coming in? These guys are 5 minutes behind, so I can't start you guys till 40. You can come in and hang out at the back table, or do whatever. I just need till 40. Yes. I should be sending you to your next class right now. So those rules are up on the board, but also we're not doing as much with that right now. Do you have a problem like what you're talking about? Because all of these are just still addition, subtraction. Like multiplication is more tomorrow. But so the idea of a negative times a negative, and this is why we're going to, like on Monday, we're going to come back there and then take questions from your lesson tomorrow. But tomorrow I do want you guys just to start on 3, 2, 3. Like, don't do anything else from today. I still got 5 minutes, so don't pack up. I know it would be time to pack up, but I've been given 5 extra minutes. So essentially what Connor was just asking about is what about like division in negatives and positives and things like that. So if we think about taking a negative 10 and dividing those bad guys into 2 groups, each group has negative 5. Right, but the weirder concept, hey Braylon, I've asked twice now for people to stop packing up because I have 5 extra minutes, so if you could please move the things off your lap, I would appreciate that, so you actually look like you're in a learning state of mind. Negative 10 divided by negative 2. That's a weirder idea for us to understand, and it's hard to give an analogy to it, right? Like a situation. Because, and my buddy Dave and I, have I told you who Dave is? He also teaches middle school math, so I talk with him a lot. We were trying to figure out examples to like make sense of this. So think about, I owe George $10. That has happened over the span of 2 weeks. If I go back in time by 2 weeks, what that tells me is every week I got $5 from him, which is how I now owe him. Like, it's weird though, right? Conceptually, it's really odd to think about. Yeah, so almost the easier thing to remember, I'm coming to you, is that with multiplication or division, sorry, I'm still sick. I know that's gross. I am really sorry, guys. What's easier is pairs make positive. I know it's just memorize this, just use the, I hate saying that, but pairs make positive. For multiplication and division, anytime you can pair negatives, you make positive. If you can't pair, you stay negative. So if I have like negative 3, negative 2, negative 17, negative 14, negative 3. Now I'm not going to do that math because that's a huge multiplication. Pair makes positive. Pair makes positive. Doesn't have a pair, my answer is going to be negative. Then just do the numbers. Don't type the negatives in your calculator. Just do like 3 times 2 times 17 times 14 times 3. You already know the answer will be negative. So we're going to get to doing more of that, but because Connor asked, I thought I would answer that. Just that's one of those things where just use the trick, use the rules. What's up? Okay. Hit me with it.
10 superheroes are all doing something, but then 5 superheroes
Yeah, so like they decided to become the opposite of what they are or something, or like 2 opposite groups. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. I see where you're going and I like it. It's just still kind of hard. Maybe eventually, but we need to talk to you guys about your student portfolios. Hey, hold on, don't leave yet. Because Pettigrew asked for 40. We're going to wait 1 more minute. Sure, yeah, okay. We're changing from block 1 to block 2. So yeah. Don't rush Mrs. Pettigrew, though. Have a wonderful day.